Hey everyone, this is Bremster back with Mission 3 from the Save the Galaxy Puzzle Adventure, the series I'm running as just a fill-in while I'm away on holidays. This puzzle is Q-Continuum by Raumplaner, and this puzzle is definitely one that I enjoyed. I enjoyed all of them, so that was a silly thing to say. This puzzle is definitely one that I loved this puzzle so much because it uses one of my favorite constraints to explore, which is lockout lines, which I don't think gets anywhere near as much coverage on other channels as it should. Ranks does a lot of them, so I really like that, or a few of them. I really love the lockout line constraint, and this is one of the first puzzles I think I covered a few, but this is one of the first puzzles I released on my channel as part of a pack or something. I think it was the first using the lockout lines constraint. So yeah, I really do like this puzzle, and it has a special place in my heart, particularly considering of the lockout line in it that passes through the Q continuum. And I do like the part of the story that this puzzle represents. So hopefully you've been downloading, or you've downloaded the Save the Galaxy Puzzle Pack and you're working through it with me, or you've rushed ahead and now you're just watching me solve them day by day. However you wish to do it is fine, but I'll be coming to you with a puzzle a day. So yeah, it's about a month ago that I solved this one, so I'm going to now pass it over to Bremster from about a month ago, who will explain the rules and go through the puzzle. I don't think there's much more to cover. The current pack that running on my channel, of course, is Polarizing Sudoku. So if you haven't grabbed that one, there'll be links to that one below, as where you'll also find the ability to grab Save the Galaxy if you missed any videos for the last few days. So yeah, over to previous, or Bremster from a long time ago. Right, for me, it's been about 5 weeks since I recorded a puzzle for the Save the Galaxy series, but that's the way editing and recording goes. I've got a plan for the release of these, and I'll record intros and outros when I've got all the puzzles recorded and I have all my timing right. But this is Q Continuum. This was Mission 3 for the Save the Galaxy puzzle adventure, and it has been probably about 4 months since I last looked at this puzzle. So for me, this is as close to a blind solve as I'm probably going to. Well, not quite, but I definitely don't remember anything about it. But let's have a look at the puzzle. So normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. And this is a lockout line puzzle. And the way lockout lines work is the digits that are placed in the diamonds must have a difference of at least 4. So for example, if we were to put a 3 in here, we could put a 7 into here, and that would mean that these are 4 apart. And then the digit that goes, or the digits that go on the line between these have to be outside the bounds of those. So in this case, it could be 1, 2, 8, or 9, because those digits are not between or equal to the digits in the diamonds. And that's how lockout lines work. So the other thing in play is this is a lockout line, but because the Q continuum is a strange and mystical place, it actually crosses the boundary and doesn't follow normal spatial rules. And this line actually connects that way. So these are the 2 diamonds and this is between it. That's how this works. Let's give this a shot. So, I am not sure. So we know that this is going to have 4, this line here has to have 4 digits on it. I'm actually going to bring out my lockout line calculator because I haven't done a lockout line puzzle in a while. So if you have 4 digits on a lockout line, it has to be, the digits in the circles have to be 4 apart, because if you don't make these 4 apart, so for example, these being 1, 5 would leave 6, 7, 8, 9 to go on the line. If they were 2, 6, then that would leave 1, 7, 8, 9. But either way you do it, because you lock out the digits themselves and the difference, for example. So 1 and 5 are taking up 5 digits because they're 4 apart, and that only leaves 4 digits between 1 and 9. So are there any digits that can't go on this? So 4 can't go on this line. So if I was to use, no, that doesn't actually help me much. It means that these can't be 5 and 9, because if I used 5 and 9, 4 would have to go in here. 7 can't go on here. So I can't use anything that needs 4 or 7. So that means it's 3, 7 or 4, 8, I think. So this has to be 3, 7 or 4, 8, because if I was to use 1, 5, it'd be 6, 7, 8, 9, which I can't do. If I was to use 2, 6, I've got 1, 7, 8, 9. But if I use 3, 4, then it's 1, 2... Sorry, if I use 3, 7, it's 1, 2, 8, 9, which would be 1 here, 9 here. And if I use 4, 8, then it's 1, 2, 3, 9. So either way, of course, there's going to be a 1, a 2, and a 9 on these lines. So that has to be a 1. And that has to be a 9. There has to be a 1, a 2, and a 9, no matter what I do. So 2 goes in one of those. Yeah, there has to be a 1, 2, 9. And it's either 1, 2, 8, 9 or 1, 2, 3, 9. So I have to put 2 in one of those. 1, 2, 8, 9 or 1, 2, 3, 9. It puts 1 down here. I'm not sure if this was the best way to break into this puzzle. Well, I can't put 3 up here, but I still could put 1, 2, 9 or 1... So we know that these are from 2, 3, 8, 9, and these are from 1, 3, 8, 9. Well, sorry, they can't. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 8, and these are 2, 3, 8, 9. This is not 2. This is not 2. These are not 8. There's a lot of options here, and there's a fair few options here, because these are from 1, 2, 3, 8, 9. And there's no 3 in any of them. There's no 8 there. There's no 2 there. Okay. There's no 4 here, which means this is not 8. Oh, there's no 4 here. What am I even talking about? This is 3, 7. Okay, so if this is 3, 7, then this is absolutely 1, 2, 8, 9. So there's no 3 on this line. There's no 3 on this line. It is absolutely 1, 2, 8, 9. And we get to this. So these are from 1, 2, 8, and 9. There's no 8 there. This is a 3, 7 pair. So if this is 3, 7, that has to be, this is 3, this is 4 away from 3. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is 7 or 9. And if it's 7, then it has to go down, and it's got to be 3. So this is 3, 7, or 9. Oh. 9 is down here. Is it these things in the corner? So this has to have, these all have to have 3 digits. This one is the most restricted, and it has to have 3 digits that are 4 away from it. So it could be 1, it could be 2, it could be 3. So 2, 3 is possible. It can't be 4, 5, or 6. Now if it's 7, 8, 9 are possible, but if it's 7, these are 1, 2, 3, and that doesn't work. If it's 8, these would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I don't have them, so it's not 8. If it's 9, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I've only got 2, 3. So this is 2 or 3. And if it's 2, this is 6, 7, 8, 9. And if it's 3, this is 7, 8, 9. But this is 2, 3. And these are all from 6, 7, 8, and 9. But this must be 2 or 3. But the rest of them don't look anywhere near as restricted. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Well, that can't be 2, 8, or 9. So what's this quadruple? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 5, 6, 7. Well, this can't be 5. So 5 is absolutely... 5 is right there. It's the only place for 5 in the column. So that's a 5. That's not a 7. 3 or 6. Huh. It puts 5 in one of those two. I really don't know. I feel like I'm like sort of making this up as I'm going along. Now you can never put 5 on a lockout line. So 5 is in one of those two. And the reason you can never put 5 on a lockout line is what would you bound it with? You would have to use either 2 numbers below 5 or 2 numbers above 5 to lock it out. But 4 and 1 are not 4 apart and 6 and 9 are not 4 apart. So you can never put 5 on a lockout line. Now we've already eliminated 5 from all of this, but it does just eliminate 5 from that. Which means because of those, 5 is in one of those two cells. 5 can't go there or there, so 5 is absolutely right there. Which means that's not 5 and that is 5. That matters because the only digits that are 4 away from 5 are 1 and 9. So this is 1 or 9. And this is either low or high, depending on what that is. Put 5 over in one of those two. And down here, 5 is in one of those two. This is not 5 anymore. This is 5. I don't feel I'm solving this well. Okay. Oh, that 1. That's an 8. That's a 9. That's a 2. That's a 1. That's a 2. That sees 2. That's an 8. That may do some damage. That puts 1 in one of those. Puts 9 in one of those. Huh. Now 1 has to go onto this now. Which means it's... If 1 goes here, this is 5, 6, 7, 8. If 1 goes here, this is also high. I'm not sure how that works. So if I put 1 here, these also all have to be low. If I put 1 here, these are all high. This can't be 1, but that could be. This can't be 1 or 2. Hang on, this sees a lot of things. This sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a naked 6. It sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. That's a 6. So these are not 6. So I've got to put 1 and 2 up here, which means one of these has to be low. In fact, one of those has to be 2 because I can't put 2 there. And if one of those is 2, this is 7 or 8 because it's 6, 7, 8 or 9 and I can't use 6 or 9. So this is 7 or 8, which means it's not 5, this is 5. Which means this is 5, which puts 9, 9 in one of those two. But I have all the 5s now. This is a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this can't be the 3. This is the 4, this is the 3. This is a very, very strange puzzle. No wonder it was a Save the Galaxy mission. So if this is 7, these are 1, 2, and 3. So this would be 3, this would be 1, 2. If this is 8, these are 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this would be 2 or 4. Sorry, this would be 3 or 4, and this would be 1, 2. Either way, this is 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this is 7, 8, 9. And these are 1, 2, 8, 9. So 1 has to be in here now. So 1 absolutely has to be in here. So what are these for? Well, this has to be 3 or 4. Is there anywhere else 4 can... This has to be 4. There's nowhere else 4 can go in the row. So these are 1, 2, 3, 7, and 8. And 3 must go in here. So that means 3 is definitely in one of those two. This is very odd. I've probably... yeah, I get the horrible feeling I missed something. 3, 4, 6, and 7. There's no 6 there. There's no 9 there now. So this is also a 3, 7 pair. So this is 1, 2, 8, and 9. I didn't know that when I did the example. What did I just do? 1, 2, 8, 9, and I take 8 out of there. I just always use a 3, 7 example because it gives you high-low options on the line. Oh, this is not 2. This is 1 or 9 because of the given 2. I've had that for a while. So this is 3, 4, 6, or 7. Actually, these are all 3, 4, 6, or 7. That's not 6. Hang on, that's a 1 because of that 9. 3, 4, 7. So these, if this is high, these would all have to be low. Well, it depends on what high digit it is. No. If this is 9, these would have to be from 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and I can't use 3, 4, and 5. This is the 9. This is not the 9. This has to be 4 different from 9, so this has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, and it can't be 3, 4, or 5. This is a 1 or a 2. This gives me a 1, 2 pair, which I could have got by looking at that quintuple. Now, that quintuple puts 8 into those, which means that's not an 8. That's a 3 or a 7. But different from 1 or 2 are all 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And they're 5, 6, or 8. Now, I can't put 5 there. I can't put 5 in either of them. This is a 6, 8 pair. This is a 1, 2. This is very strange. Hang on. There's some 6, 8, 1, 2. There's no 4 there. There's no 6 there. This is a 3, 7. So 6 has to go in one of those two. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Now this, I'm not sure. This is not 1. I have missed something. Basic Sudoku is my guess. That's a 3, 7 pair now. So I take 3, 7 out of those. That is a 1, 2, 9 triple. So I can take 1, 2 out of there. 1, 2, 9 triple. So these, that 8 means that's not an 8. This has given me a 3, 6 pair here. It means that's an 8, that's a 6. I can take 8 out of those. I can take 3 and 6 out of those. That's a 2, that's a 1. Now, if these are low, that has to be high. So this is 5, 6, 7, or 8. nine, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. It's not 5 or 6. This is 7, 8, or 9. Whichever way you look at 7, 8, or 9, this has to be 1, 2, 3, or 4. It's 4. Now, if it's 4, this has to be 8 or 9. It can't be 7. That means there's no 4 in there. This is cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to put a 6 in there? I need to put a 6 in there. So that's a 3. That's a 6. Now that matters for this line, because if this is 9, 5, I haven't locked out the 6. So this becomes 1. This becomes 2. This becomes 1. There is no 1 in there. This is 7. This is 3. This is 3. These are 6, 8, and 9. This 2, no. There is absolutely a 2 in there. This 1 means there's no 1 in there, so this is a 2, 9 pair. This 3 means that's not a 3. This is a 4, 7. This is 4, 7, 9. There's no 4 there. This 1 is making that 2 and that 1. 4 is not far enough away from 8, so this becomes a 3, 7 pair, which makes that 4, that 7, that 9, that 4. That takes 4 out of there and puts 4 into there. 6 has to be in here, which takes 6 out of there. The only place you can put 6 in this box now is there, which means this is now a 7, which I could have got by looking at the row. This is a 3, 4. That 7, however, makes that 3, that 4, that 3. I take 3 out of those, and this becomes a 6, 7 pair. That 3 makes that 7 and that 3. I'm definitely whittling now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. Now, this is not 2. There's got to be more I can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 7, 8, and 9. Now, this is not a 1. That is a 7, 8, 9 triple, so that is a 6. That is not a 6. That is not a 6. I am missing... That 9 takes 9 out of there, and 9 out of there, and 9 out of there. This is a 2, 8 pair, which makes that a 1. There is no 1 in those, which I could have got by looking at the pencil marks I'd got. The 2, 8 also makes that a 7, which means that's not a 7. The 8, 9 pair makes that a 7, which takes 7 out of those. That's an 8, 9 pair. There is no 8, 9 there. This becomes a 2. This becomes a 3. Now, 3 is not far enough away from 6. That becomes 7. That becomes 6. That becomes 7. This is not 7. It's 6 because of what we had here. Now, that 8 has made that 9. I should have looked at that. That becomes 2. That becomes 8, which makes that 2, which makes that 9, which makes that 8, which makes that 9 and takes 9 out of those. This 6 makes this 8 and this 6. And then I can go up here and make that 9 and that 8. And that is Q-Continuum by Raumplaner. I'd forgotten how much fun that was. You kind of need to understand how lockout lines work, but a very cool puzzle. So I do remember enjoying this puzzle. I hope it was a clean solve. I really don't remember the solve. As I said, it was a month ago and my memory is not what it should be. So, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that one. Hopefully you're enjoying the pack. Hopefully you're enjoying this series. And yeah, I will be back tomorrow with the next puzzle in the series, which is Deep Thought Has the Answer, which is a puzzle by Jeremy Dover, which of course is based on the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series. The story of this, you're probably getting the impression, is, if you've been following along, is kind of jumping through some of my favorite science fiction series, and there's definitely some good stuff to come. So yeah, hopefully you're enjoying this as much as I enjoyed putting the pack together and having a lot of fun with it. And at the end, you'll understand where all of this came from if you haven't gone back and looked into my history to get a sneak peek. I kind of recommend not. At the end, I think the reveal is a bit better if you get it at the end. Though I didn't say that when I first announced there was something, so probably everyone's already done that. Do what you want. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the puzzle. Thank you, Raumplaner, for all of the work you've done for my channel. You've been such a huge support. Um, and for this puzzle, it was good. Thanks everyone. Good luck with your solving.